Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy.
And I'm Mike. Stop doing that.
Thanks for coming back up to the space station. It's a bit of a trip.
It is.
So we've done in the short series. We've done heavy metal, and we've done like death melodic Viking metal,
Which I really enjoyed.
So I wanted to do prog,
Okay.
progressive rock or progressive metal.
See, when I ever hear prog rock, I think kind of 80s rock. I don't know why, but that when someone says prog rock, that's what I always think of.
Fair enough.
So we shall see.
There's a problem trying to do prog rock, and that is the songs tend to be 3 hours long. Because back at when and prog is just short for progressive, so progressive rock, progressive metal, and it doesn't actually mean anything, because what happened was you've got rock music. It's 1973. You've got rock music, and bands wanted to, and don't call me out on the 1973 thing. It was a random number out of my head. Okay. You have to cover your bases, because people out there going, "No, actually, 1971." I love you all. Most of you. Yeah, people. So they had their, rock and roll, blues turned into, got heavier, got and you got a band started to appear and started making heavy metal, and then that grew, and all these other genres started to pop out as people got more extreme in that direction, or got more. But there were people who wanted to write more complicated songs. There were people who wanted to write stuff with difficult arrangements and incorporate different instruments in that weren't the two guitars and the drummer kind of thing, And so they basically wanted to progress the music.
So that's where that kind of comes
So
from.
progressive, just really all it means, doesn't mean anything specific. It just means we've taken it to a more, we've progressed it to another place, kind of thing. So that's kind of where progressive rock.
Okay, so I think of prog rock, and I always think it starts slow and it builds and it progressively moves on. That's the kind of way I've always understood.
As anything, progressive rock, progressive metal, has gathered some tropes along the way, things that make you go, that's prog. Okay. So one thing is, they tend to be quite long songs, which is quite difficult for me to pick one for you. I mean, this song that I have chosen, well, we'll get to that, because I'm cheating here, okay? So, to do prog rock, or to do prog metal, as you have to do practically all metal, you've got to know your stuff, because these people are writing in difficult time signatures, and their songs have lots of changes of time signature, so don't worry about it if you don't know what I mean. People know what I mean. But
I'm not alone.
The song runs to different. Anyway, this is not going to be like a how-to kind of thing. So, and then the songs will have like complicated arrangements. They will build up, and then they will stop, and then they will go to another place, and then they will. You've heard some Opeth, and they'll play like Demons, and then it'll just drop away, and there'll just be a little bit of an acoustic guitar, and then because they're prog metal. Opeth is prog, it's death prog, to be honest, because of his death metal vocals that he used to do when Opeth were good. Oops. I still like Opeth. They don't owe me anything. So it was difficult for me to find a song that was short enough but covered what prog is, and I didn't manage to do it.
Okay.
So there you go. However, there's a guy called Steven Wilson, and Steven Wilson is your modern day prog genius. Because I think of prog, I start thinking of like the early pioneers, people like Genesis, before there's forget Land of Confusion. I'm talking about early 70s Peter Gabriel era.
Okay, it was before I was born.
Yeah, I know, but to be honest, I wasn't listening to it then. I wasn't that old. But you've got the Genesis, you've got Pink Floyd, you've got Yes, you've got these and lots and lots, of other bands all doing this stuff. But I'm just naming the obvious, if you like. And I always think of them. And prog has been through lots of changes, and it literally got pushed to one side for like quite a long time, and is still a little bit out there in the beards and sandals kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, you like prog rock? Have you got a flute at home? You know, it has this taint to it. But you've got this guy called Stephen Wilson who was with Porcupine Tree, who you might have heard, and you might have heard me say it.
Okay.
Does a ton of producing for other bands. He produced Opeth.
Okay.
Very in demand guy, and he is your modern prog genius. So we're gonna do the video for Routine. I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Okay.
But this is not what you're expecting. Whatever it is you're expecting, this probably isn't it.
Right.
And people out there who watch this channel probably wouldn't expect me to do this song. I love this song. And the reason I'm doing this under the prog, because Stephen Wilson has done it, and there is it is in there.
Okay.
And but I struggled to find a song that wasn't 20 minutes long that covered prog. You know, it really has been quite difficult. So I make no apologies for using this song, because it's just so great. But the prog is in there, and this is the guy who is your modern day prog genius. Okay. You're not ready for this.
We shall see.
And if you don't know this song out there, folks, the link to the original will be below this video. I highly recommend watching it, because the video is as much a part of this and he worked on the video with the people who did the video and everything to make sure that it was exactly what he wanted it to be. So the video is not normally with music for me, but the video for this is integral to what it is. It's quite long, it's like 9 minutes, which is pretty short for a prog song. That's like the intro to the first movement for prog songs. So anyway, I bigged it up now, haven't I?
What do I do with all the children's clothes? Such tiny things that still smell of them, and the footprints in the hallway onto my knees, scrub them away. Make the tea and the soup, all of their favorites, throw them away. And all the school books and the running shoes, washing them clean in the dirty steel sink. Stuck to the fridge. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la
washing, keep scrubbing long until the dark comes to bruise the sky. Deep in there to love. The most beautiful morning forever. Like the ones from far off away. With the hum of the bees in the jasmine sway. Don't ever let go. Try to let go. Don't ever let go. Try to let go. Don't ever.
That was a difficult watch.
Okay, we're just gonna have a cry.
What are you trying to do to me, man? That's a tough watch, mate. That is a tough watch.
So, I cry every time I watch that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Could have warned me.
I said this was gonna
A
kill
tough
you.
outer exterior that I've got to uphold.
So my point is.
What's your point? That's tough.
Prog is not scared of going to use all of those different sounds. You know, the clapping sound. There was the rock that comes in. You got the acoustics. You got the rise and fall of different elements of the song, and it creates a story. A lot of prog albums are stories. A lot of them are concept albums because musically they can calm it all down, big it all up, and Routine is a genius piece of work.
That was something.
In 9 minutes, it can literally pull your heart out.
Oh Christ, it did. You said you were going to break me. I didn't think anything like that.
This is the power of music for me. Music is emotion just captured, and you've got to be so skilled to be able to do it in a way that I've seen that video about 6 times, say. Every time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah. Because it's just so perfectly done. The video is amazing.
Yeah, the video is superb. It is, but like I say, it matches with the music.
But the music does as well.
Yeah.
And Stephen Wilson, admittedly, does write about loss and despair quite a lot. But he's a genius.
Well, I think that's the only thing I've ever heard from him. And yeah, that was...
Just grabs you in the feels.
Grab me by something.
Well, don't worry, because the next one will just pick you right back up.
Hope so.
But honestly,
that was a moment.
I've probably lost most of my audience.
They're all in tears. No one's listening to it
I need a
anymore.
drink. But before I said I'd failed to find a prog song, and as I was listening to it, I was thinking, you know what? No, this is a good prog song, because of all of the, they put all of those elements in. It's genius songwriting. It didn't have lots of tricky timing changes or anything like that in it, but nobody would listen to that and say it wasn't a prog song. I think there are people who can say there are songs that are more prog. Of course there are. They're very long and they're very convoluted, but that is just such a genius piece of work that you've just experienced something, basically.
It certainly was an experience.
Come up to the space station, Mike. I said we'll have fun.
That was really fun.
And I don't know how many people are aware of that song either. So
I certainly wasn't. I am now.
Yeah, and you'll think, I need to show that to someone. Then you'll think, but should I?
No.
Who do you show that to? You don't show it to your kids. You don't show it. It's.
Wanted to disturb
It's a
me.
killer. So. That doesn't, but prog is not like necessarily that. Prog
it's not always got to be sad.
Prog can be about fairies, and it can be about, it can be about anything. There's a lot of fantasy stuff written in prog. It can be about anything. Pink Floyd's The Wall is prog, and that's about someone having a nervous breakdown. You can. That's the thing. It's not all about the devil, innit? Metal music goes everywhere. Now, admittedly, that's not metal. That's prog rock.
Okay.
But it's such an important genre, I think. Let me know what you think, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy might not be the right word, but I hope you can appreciate it.
Appreciate's a better word than enjoy. I apprecied that. I'm not sure I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did say this may kill you.
Yeah, I really didn't think that way.
But there's no preparing anyone for that, really.
Hell no.
Even if I told you what it was about.
No. That still wouldn't have prepared me for that.
Yeah. So, the genius of Stephen Wilson. See you soon. We're going somewhere completely different next time. Bye bye.